everybody, welcome back. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud for another Let's Install. Today, by viewer request, we are doing Cocoon through Xbox Game Pass on your Windows PC. We will go ahead and hit the install button. Installing it there is just fine. Go ahead. I can tell you that Cocoon on PC is 2.2 gigabytes. I've gone hands-on with this puzzler of particular note. It is one of the coders from the original Limbo and Inside. One of the devs split off from that team and has gone on to make Cocoon. And we've taken a look at it previously on the channel, so let's take a look at that now. Once the install is complete, we'll jump on into the settings menu and see what's available. Check out some gameplay. There's no resonance from a narrative standpoint to me, which was like half of the hook for Inside Limbo was that, oh, I'm playing this little kid and I feel like a father to him and I want to protect him and take him through the world and see him out the other side of the experience and make sure he's okay. But there is no character connection here for me.
Well, yeah, and I think that's it. This doesn't really seem to have a narrative at all. There's no spoken words. There's no text on the screen. There's nothing going on in terms of that. And essentially, it's just a puzzle game. And whether stuff happens later, I'm not too sure, but you're right. Like being that humanoid sort of more character and the way those games are set up being side-scrolling games, you're closer down to the character so you feel like you're more part of that experience. Whereas this, so you're top down, you're slightly removed from the whole thing. Yes, it's a fun puzzle experience, but yeah, it doesn't quite carry that emotional resonance like those other two games did.
Yeah, but hats off to the way this game is designed, the way they sort of box you in and checkpoint you at parts where, you know, you get to one area and they force you to leave like the key to a door, like one of the orbs or whatever behind to progress. And then they shut the door behind you. So there's no confusion in your mind as a player. You're like, I'm definitely done with that bit. And whatever this section that I have access to now, I know the solution's in here and it's just a matter of me working through it. So from a game design standpoint, they beautifully box you into know whatever the problem is, it's, you know, the answer is here. You just need to be able to work it out. So hats off to the gameplay design. It's phenomenal, but it's just a shame they don't have that emotional resonance. So I've sort of played this for half an hour, captured this footage, but then I've deleted it off my hard drive, not because I didn't enjoy the game, but to your point, man, there's so many other big games at the minute. I'm like, I'll come back to this game in January or February next year. Next time there's a lull, I'll definitely come back and see it through. It's very enjoyable, but without the emotional resonance, like Baldur's Gate 3 is still drawing me in. Every time I'm not playing it, I'm still thinking about, you know, my next conquest in Baldur's Gate 3. So it's not going to tear me away from that, but it is a top tier game. It is a fantastic game. As you said, it's in Game Pass, so you should definitely check it out if you have access to it. Installed right here, youtube.com/Geek Aloud. We have Cocoon on PC. Let's boot it on up, shall we? Check out that settings menu and see what's available. Okay, here we are on the Cocoon main menu. Let's go ahead, pop the settings and see what we've got available. Brightness, standard fare there. I won't set it up because I've got the studio lights in my eyes, but definitely time to set it up for yourself. I'm on a 4K monitor. Let's go with that one, shall we? FPS cap. We've got a maximum FPS cap of 60 frames a second. That's just fine. And in full screen, obviously. Keyboard, don't need to worry about that as I'm using the Xbox controller. We have a standard map there, and it's my favorite type of map where they've got the picture of the controller and the layout. You can see there's one action button and one move button and a pause button. So very straightforward there. What have we got for accessibility? Use either stick for movement and any button for action. I'll disable it, but nice to know we have the options. Language, English, yes, thanks. Volume at 100%, that works. And just the credits. That is it for the Cocoon settings. I'll just hit continue though, as I have played this on the Xbox Series X. I'm exactly where I was on the Xbox Series X version, so great to know there's cross progression. Let's bounce back out now and pull up the particulars and wrap up this Let's Install. Okay, so I can tell you Cocoon on, Windows 11 is currently version 1.0.11.0, and that is a full and complete install size of 2.16 gigabytes. Thank you very much for watching another Let's Install right here on Geek Aloud. Make sure you check out the Gaming Enforcement Agency. That's our video games podcast. What else could you do with Geek Aloud? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it.
donkey. Hunchy donkey.